Yesterday, we looked at comparing and contrasting amazing grace and boundless grace. Today, we're going to continue talking about that. So our question we asked ourselves yesterday is, how do readers compare and contrast two texts? Today, I want to teach you how readers compare and contrast two texts by looking at the setting, plot, and characters. Yesterday, we looked at comparing two texts. Today, I want to go over the comparing and contrasting graphic organizer that you completed by looking at the setting, plot, and characters in Amazing Grace and Boundless Grace. Here is our anchor chart we worked with yesterday for comparing and contrasting. We talked about how are they alike or similar or the same, and we talked about how are they different. Some comparing words we used were both, similar, same, also, to, and as well as. Some contrasting words we used is however, in contrast, differ or different, well, whereas, on the other hand, but, yet, though, and although. So when we compared two texts, Amazing Grace and Boundless Grace, the same characters in the books were Grace, Nana, and Ma. Different characters in book 1 were Grace's teacher and Grace's classmates. Different characters in book 2, which was Boundless Grace, was Grace's stepmom and Grace's brother and sister. In Amazing Grace, the setting of the story is at Grace's house, ballet, and school. In Boundless Grace, the setting of the story is in Africa and Grace's home. So we can see a similarity is that in both stories, the setting was in Grace's home for part of the story. The problem and solution in Amazing Grace. The problem is Grace's classmates tell her she can't be Peter Pan. Nana shows her that she can be anything she wants to be by taking her to the ballet. Problem in Boundless Grace is Grace thinks her family is not right. So the solution is Grace goes with Nana to Africa to see her dad, meet her stepmom, brother, and sister, and realizes families are what you make of them. There are no specific normal family that you see in picture books that she had been reading about in the beginning of the text. In both Amazing Grace and Boundless Grace, Grace still loves to read stories. In Amazing Grace, she acted out stories. In Boundless Grace, she liked to read a lot about stories. So what was a similar lesson or theme in both stories? In both stories, Nana teaches Grace a lesson. In Amazing Grace, she shows Grace that she can be anything she wants to be. In Boundless Grace, Nana teaches Grace that families are what you make of them by taking her on a trip to Africa to meet and see her family there in Africa. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to go back into your graphic organizer, pause the video if you need to, and you can make any corrections that you would like to on your graphic organizer. In conclusion, we compare and contrast text to determine the similarities and differences between them. We look at the settings, characters, and the plot. So please make sure you go back and fix your graphic organizer today because your homeroom teachers will be checking.